And here we are at the Grange Reserve, post-match Kingston City versus Bentleigh Greens in the local derby. Nick, how'd you see the game unfold?
Oh look, I think it was two teams that really were a bit tentative to start off with. I think Bentleigh probably settled the quickest between the two teams in the first 20 minutes. They moved the ball around well. Their rotations were great in the middle and in their final third, which made it hard for us. But I think as the game went on, we started finding our feet and we started doing the right thing and what we worked on to try and prevent. And we scored from the pressure that we put on them, which was good. Look, second half was a little bit disappointing. We started dropping off a little bit too deep, which we didn't want to do. We tried to keep telling the boys to push up, but it didn't happen, and it was a great strike by Honus to get him back on the level turn.
It was a great strike. About us playing a little bit too deep, I did notice Nick Tolios push a little bit up on their 6, and that seemed to work quite well. They'll find it difficult getting out from the back, and we obviously were able to create our opportunities then.
Look, I think they still got a lot of opportunities getting the ball out. I think they started to get a bit more direct in the second half and try to use Andy Brennan with his height and his pace out wide. Look, it worked for them. They put us on the back foot, but we needed to push up a little bit higher. I think we did that once we conceded. We then went back into our normal way we want to play. It's higher up the pitch, and look, we obviously made some changes that helped. But look, all in all, it was a good point earned, and we didn't come away with nothing. So look, we're happy with that point, and credit to Bentleigh. Look, they had a strong side, and the depth they've got in their squad to get a point off them is fantastic for us.
It was a great result for Kingston City, definitely. I thought with the goal that Damien scored, it was like a seasoned professional, the way he lined it up and slotted it in that back corner. You're really seeing him developing well. You see him on a daily basis. What do you think lies ahead for Damien?
Oh, look, he's working hard. The kid's his work rate is phenomenal. For a guy, he's just 20 years old, a striker, the work rate he puts in is very similar to what Thurtell does for Bentleigh. What Thurtell does for Bentleigh, his work rate is exceptional for them. But you know what? He was composed. He took his time. He knew what he wanted to do, which was fantastic for us. He's picked his corner and he's hit a great strike, and Scotty couldn't really do much about it. But look, credit to him. He's working hard, and he deserves everything he's getting at the moment because of what he's putting in.
Good on him to Damien. From that point of view, Kingston City I set up really well. It seemed like a cagey affair. I think there was respect paid both from Bentleigh and from Kingston. Is that how you saw the matchup in the first half?
Oh look, I think both sides were cagey. It's a derby. Nobody wants to give up anything very early, but look, they had one decent chance with Andy Brennan, who hit the crossbar early on, and look, I think after that, I think it sparked us to try and press up a little bit higher and trying to be smart about what we did. Look, they're a good outfit. Their movement through the middle is very hard to contain. One thing that we've got to learn is communication for our boys. We do a lot of work because we're not talking to each other, trying to alleviate that pressure. So that's something we've been trying to work on. We're a young side. We haven't got that many vocal players, and sometimes you need someone in there just commanding and trying to, do things by giving them instructions to get in the right areas. So, look, a good point earned, and it could have been anything in the end. Bentleigh had a couple of chances. We had a couple of chances if we were just a little bit smarter in the final third. But look, I think it's a deserved point.
Definitely a deserved point. Out on the terraces, a lot of people were having the same opinion. A lot of them were even saying that they were prepared to pencil in a loss at the beginning of the year. This is Kingston City, though, and we don't like losing. And credit to you, Nick, and your boys. You were really well structured, and the boys, I don't think we had any weaknesses across the lines. Very happy with the way that the forwards were able to link up together. Obviously, playing a team like Bentleigh that are very well organised in the back, it was always going to be hard to break them down. But still, we had our fair share of opportunities.
Oh, look, I think we did have opportunities. We are well structured, but look, we don't pencil in any games with a win, draw, or loss. That's not what we do. We go into every game thinking that we've got a chance, and this season's been no different. We did that last year, and it got us promotion, and this year we're just going to go into every game thinking we can get something out of it, and what the terraces say and what we do is, it's totally different. So, look, we worked hard today to grind out a result and get a point. We probably lacked that against Pascoval last week or the week before. And I think it's a good building block now coming up to two tough games against St Albans and Bentleigh.
St Albans did have a home win against Oakley. That will always be tough. However, your boys are playing really well, Nick. You've got them well organised. Today was a very measured performance across all the lines. Well done.
Thanks, Des.
And good luck next week.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Well, that was Nick Tolios, senior coach for Kingston City FC. A 1-1 draw here at the Grange Reserve. See you next week.